come into this sacred space, bring your whole self. Bring the joy that makes your heart sing. Bring your kindness and compassion. Bring a sense of playfulness. Spirit of love and mystery, help us to recognize the spark of the divine that lives in each of us. May we know the joy of being together.
Good morning. Welcome to this place of warmth, welcome, and whimsy. In this Unitarian Universalist congregation, we affirm no matter who you are, who you love, or where you are on your journey, you are welcome here. For those of you joining us online, we are so glad you're with us. If you are visiting us today, we extend a very special welcome and invite you to sign our visitor's book located in the living room at the back of the sanctuary. And if you would like to join us for coffee hour downstairs, please pick up a green mug that we can be sure to greet you. Also, members and friends, to help folks connect, remember to wear your name tags with your pronoun stickers. They're in the back in the living room. If you need a new name tag, check in at the visitor's desk. I am Megan Griffin. My pronouns are she and her. I am pleased to be partnering with Pam Fodor, our Director of Programs, and Jamie Passman, our music coordinator of the piano Calm Down, Jamie, some Friday night's concert. Yeah, it was a wonderful concert. Reverend Beth, our minister, will be back in the pulpit next week. We'd like to thank you for placing your phone in worship mode, but please do feel free to check in on social media and let folks know you are worshiping here today. Childcare for children under the age of 5 is available in our playroom located in the lower level of the RE building across the alley. However, today's all community service is for all ages, and children will remain in the service. All voices and hearts are welcome here. There's always a lot going on around the church, and you can read about it in your news and notes, which arrives in your inbox every Friday. And there are printed copies available downstairs and the information station. If you would like to receive news and notes, stop by the visitors table in the living room at the back of the sanctuary to sign up. One special announcement is that we'll be holding our 2-session new UU workshops on February 25th and March 10th. If you would like to know more about Unitarian Universalism and our church, please join us. There are flyers at the visitor's desk for more information. Secondly, there are updated membership directories available in the living room for you to pick up as you leave. And Reverend Beth would like to share an opportunity for our congregation to deepen its understanding and commitment to being a welcoming congregation, a process begun decades ago and extending belonging to our trans siblings. The Welcome Congregation community invites you to join DuPage UU Church in Naperville and our own church, UCH, for a program, Transgender Inclusion in Congregations. This 6-session workshop, provided by the Transforming Hearts Collective, can be attended in person or online. It begins in person on March 10th and online on March 11th. It is designed for everyone from novices to trans identity to those with decades of life experience. Rather than simply offering a Trans 101, this class pushes participants to the next level of congregational welcome, relationship building, and skill building. A flyer with more information, including registration information, and an in-depth description of the program will be emailed out this week. I hope you will join the Welcoming Congregation Committee in this wonderful opportunity. And please contact Reverend Beth if you are planning to attend or have questions. And today is the second Sunday of the month, which means we will be sharing our offertory plate with a local nonprofit. I am pleased to invite Octavia Mitchell to the podium to share with us her work with Heal Your Heart.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. My name is Octavia Mitchell. I am the founder and owner of Heal Your Heart nonprofit organization. The organization was brought about because of my own personal experience. 14 years ago in April, my son was murdered in the city of Chicago. For 10 years, I wouldn't celebrate Mother's Day. I have 3 surviving children who would try to take me out to dinner, take me out to eat. I just didn't want to hear Happy Mother's Day. I don't know how. I lost my child, and I didn't feel like I was a good mother to lose a child. On the 10th year, I brought awareness to say, I can't continue to deprive my surviving children of celebrating with their mom. On that 10th year, I dedicated my time to other grieving mothers who was feeling weak, drowning in their grief, and didn't know how to put a foot ahead. It was in 2021, my first Mother's Day event. I invited mothers out. The capacity was limited due to the COVID. So I was in a room full of nothing but grieving mothers. They were crying. I was the only mother that wasn't crying, trying to stand strong for them. During the second annual Mother's Day event, I offered them to bring their supporters, their children, their husbands, whoever can support, because it was a little too much on me to try to hold all of these mothers up. This year will be the 4th annual Mother's Day event, and I come and I ask for donations because this is how I'm able to give these mothers a free brunch, them and their families. I'm able to rent a place for them to be around other people of their peers who understand them. If you've never been there, you can give your condolences, but you will never know how it feels. It feels as if a piece of your heart is gone and it's hard to recover. Excuse me. So this is my foundation, and this is the heart. The blue is for our sons we're losing in the city of Chicago, and the pink is for our daughters and mothers. Blue is for our fathers and sons. So today, I'm here from Chicago just asking for any support. I also support the youth who has lost their parents and siblings. My first annual event for them, I collected enough to take them to Great America. Of course, in Chicago, if you see the news, they can't play outside without drive-bys and all the killing. So I took the children to Great America. I was able to give them pizza, gift cards. Also, I've been working with State Representative Cam Buckner, who's trying to help me push a legislation through for grieving mothers. We can't bury our children and go back to work 2 weeks later. I didn't work for 3 years. I couldn't do it. I'm asking him to give them short-term disability for at least a year for them to try to collect their lives. I'm asking them to give counseling for the children, and also, if they're on subsidized housing, low-income HUD, to relocate them. A lot of times, after you lose one child, the family is targeted in the city of Chicago. I had a mother at my event, she's there every year. She's lost all 3 of her sons within 5 years. I've also had another mother who's lost 2 of her sons. So if you stay there, they possibly can lose a whole family. So I'm asking for a legislation to be passed to help relocate these families and help these mothers. And with you all help, I can try to make one day at least a smile. It's been so successful. I have a board downstairs that can show you some of the things that I've been doing and where the fundings go. I'm also working with the community now, and I'm trying to work with our mayor to come up with things to prevent violence. And I think supporting the homelessness will prevent violence. I think putting truancy back into the schools will prevent violence. I'm not understanding how we are losing 12 and 15-year-olds who should be in school. How are they being murdered at 12 noon when those are school hours? So I'm thinking truancy is better than a phone call. A lot of people don't even keep the same phone number, so how are you trying to call the parents to let them know that their children are not in school? I think you need to be able to go and knock on doors. We need more truancy back into the schools. So I've been working with the community. Chicago has a CHA database where you put in for low income. It takes a long time sometimes, but I've been supporting people with putting them into the portal to try to get them some type of resident. You know, they put the children into the street if they commit one crime, and so now they have to come off their mother's lease or the mothers will be evicted. They have nothing else to do but ride around and kill and rob. They have nowhere to lay their heads. So I'm working with the community also with that. I have a meeting with a few of the aldermen in Chicago just to try to make it a better place and prevent the crime in Chicago. So Heal Your Heart I'm working, and right now it's just me. I'm trying to expand my foundation, but right now it's just me. But I'm working. I want to save our children. It's heartbreaking to just keep seeing this happening. It's heartbreaking, and I'm not understanding why do they feel they need to take, steal, and kill. And it's just me, but I'm not scared, so I'm working. And I appreciate you all for allowing me to come here and tell my story. Well, this is reality, this is not a story. I appreciate you all for allowing me to come here and tell my reality. This year will be 14 years that my son has been deceased. He was murdered when he was 18, 2 weeks from prom and a month from graduation. And so, Isaiah Jackson. My son's name was Isaiah Jackson. Yes, so that was heartbreaking, and it's heartbreaking to just never understand why your child never came home. So my foundation is not only for mothers who lost children, it's for children who lost mothers. After I lost my son, 2 years later, my mom died of breast cancer. So them couple of years was a run for me, and it's hard being without my mom. But a lot of people say they never teach you to live without them. I think she prepared me to carry on. So I'm standing here today, and I'm trying to help others who doesn't have the strength and the energy to carry on. A lot of times, I try to get to the mothers before they lose their children. I'm asking them to reach out to me and let me find resources before your child is gone. If you know that your child is in something, you're trying to prevent them. You know, some of these children are just hard-headed. They want to see on their own. Reach out to me and let's find some resources for them before we have to bury our children. It's like the worst thing ever. Your heart would never repair. And it's 14 years, and I'm still crying. I don't visit his gravesite because I have to ignore him to be able to keep carrying on. I lost 2 nephews last year, 2023, to gun violence. One, the beginning, January the 9th, and one almost the end, October the 1st. And both, someone was trying to rob them for their things. So that's what we experience in the city of Chicago. And I thank you all for allowing me to speak.
We are so honored to have heard your story, Octavia, and during our offertory later on in the service, any cash and checks that are not marked pledge will be going to Heal Your Heart. So with that, let's begin our service. Please rise in body or in spirit and join in our opening hymn, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
This isn't just a place of worship. This isn't just a fellowship of like minds. This isn't just a Sunday morning filled with spirit and topped off with coffee and hot cocoa and cookies. This is our church, our congregation, where we are building beloved community, where we are opening ourselves to each other, where we trust and love, rise and fall together. This is where we feel safe. This is where we know we are welcomed. This is where we belong. For this gift and so many others, we light our chalice.
I love hot cocoa. Anybody else love hot cocoa? Okay, thank you for admitting it. I know it's kind of weird for a 50-something-year-old to declare that, but I will. I'll own it. I admit that I get excited just thinking about a time when I can make it. I think it's partly because I have good hot cocoa memories. When I was a little girl, I walked to and home from elementary school. And on really cold days, I knew my mom would have it waiting for me when I returned home. And we would sit and sip our hot cocoa and talk about our days. And my heart was warmed, and I felt loved and nurtured. When Emma, my daughter, was little, we would cuddle under the couch under a mountain of blankets and sip hot cocoa, and my heart was warmed, and I felt loved, and I got to be nurturing. It is now that feeling in your chest that says that everything will be all right. Even now, I'll make it by myself sometimes and sip it alone, unfortunately, but I feel that same warm, peaceful, happy, connected feeling. And it turns out that that feeling's not just in my head, but there's science behind it. Hot cocoa can improve your mood and symptoms of depression as a result of its flavonoids, which fight off free radicals that cause stress on the body. And they also convert tryptophan to serotonin, which is a neutral mood stabilizer. So it's good for your soul. And not only that, but cocoa also contains nitric oxide, which can loosen up arteries from fat storage, and in turn, that promotes healthy blood pressure. So it's good for your heart. And nutrients in hot cocoa also work at assisting the body's immune response and controlling the number of electrolytes and other substances that pass from the blood to the tissues. So it's good for your body as well. So no wonder it makes me feel good. It has the perfect ability to boost the feeling of health and happiness in my mind, my body, and my soul. Now, I also love children's books, but I bet you knew that about me already. And I especially love when I discover one that says just what I want it to say. So now I present to you Warm Chocolate. All right, class, Mrs. Peabody said, let's talk about holiday treats. Tell me your favorite winter goodie, the one you love to eat. Sally Jones squirmed in her seat and yelled, I love gingerbread. And then Michael Smith said in a soft whisper, I like fruitcake instead. Next, Cindy Clark screamed from the back, a souffle with lemon zest. Then Wyatt McFinn said with a big grin, cherry pie is the very best. Can I go next? Marvin Peters asked, waving his hand up high. All right, Marvin, said Mrs. Peacock. Tell us what you like to try. So Marvin stood tall by his desk holding a large stack of papers. He was ready to share his sweet treat, the one that he most favors. There is something that I really love that tastes so very dreamy. It's something deliciously rich and smooth and oh so very creamy. It's a cocoa drink that can lift me up high like a rocket. You know it by its hot, steamy name, hot chocolate. But I call it sweet, warm chocolate. I've changed its name to warm, because it's best when it's not too hot. So here's a little chocolate math for you. It's my favorite kind of math, by the way. Too hot plus chocolate equals frowny face. Warm plus chocolate equals smiley face. Here are a few examples of how warm chocolate hits the spot. Warm chocolate makes me merry. Too hot makes me loopy. Warm chocolate keeps my marshmallows round. Too hot turns them gloopy. Warm chocolate helps me cheer for my favorite hockey team. Too hot turns my chants into loud and painful screams. Warm chocolate calms me down after playing in the snow. Too hot sends me jumping around, wiggling my fingers and toes. Warm chocolate soothes my hands while I look at colorful lights. Too hot sizzles my frozen fingers, creating a dreadful sight. I know these reasons are simple, but the next few play a bigger part, because they show just how this delightful brew can help warm the human heart. Warm chocolate can help an old man smile on a cold, dark winter night. Warm chocolate can help a teenage boy hug his dear granny really tight. Warm chocolate can help say sorry when words aren't quite enough. Warm chocolate can help a daddy laugh when his day's been a little rough. What I love most about warm chocolate can be summed up here at the very end. Warm is what my heart feels when I share this drink with all of my friends. So this winter, before you chug that classic chocolate drink, take 1 minute to cool it off and another one to think about the good things in your life that make it so very sweet, like your mom's light bedtime kiss and your dad's top secret treat. And once the chocolate's warm, lift it high and give a wink, and toast to your loved ones and to warm chocolate, that wonderful drink. You know what else I love? Oh, well, don't start guessing. That might be embarrassing. But the other thing I really love is being part of this church community. Now, hear me out. Don't roll your eyes yet. The reason why I love this church and being here is that I get the same warm, fuzzy feeling here that I get from hot cocoa. Again, it's probably from feel-good memories of my family being all together, or youth group events, or good laughs I've shared, or the way people are happy to see me on Sunday mornings. But that familiar, warm, peaceful feeling of love and connectedness is undeniable. Could it be that belonging to a community has the same effect on mind, heart, and soul as drinking hot cocoa does? I'm pretty sure we can all think of a time when our community has fed us in a way that made our hearts swell up with warmth and love feeding us in a special way. But what does science say? Just like food and water, the sense of acceptance and identity with a group is considered to be a human need. A sense of belonging for most people is integral to the value they place on life. More than just being a member of a group, a sense of belonging is fulfilled when you are able to put your most authentic self on display and be met with the positive responses that signify you are among your people. Good for your heart. Several studies have shown that having a support system has numerous benefits on a person's overall well-being. Strong support systems have been shown to reduce anxiety and depression and improve coping mechanisms. People with strong support systems also have demonstrated stronger immune systems. Good for your body. And when building a community through outlets based on values, such as churches, being a member of a community can help you feel a part of something larger than yourself. Good for your soul. So there you have it, a connection for sure, and we have just thought all these years that we were just coming to church and having a snack. But we are truly feeding ourselves. Please rise in body and spirit and join in hymn 1010, and we'll sing it through twice. Gratitude is yet another powerful and positive emotion that can benefit your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Hot cocoa, community, and gratitude have all these similar benefits. Expressing gratitude has been linked to a reduction in symptoms of depression and anxiety. Focusing on the positive aspects of your life and acknowledging the things you're thankful for can help shift your mindset away from negativity and improve your overall mental well-being. Good for your mind. Gratitude is strongly associated with increased feelings of happiness and life satisfaction. When you take time to recognize and appreciate the good things in your life, you're more likely to experience positive emotions and a greater overall sense of contentment. Good for your soul. Being thankful and expressing gratitude can help reduce stress, improve blood pressure, and even reduce inflammation. When you focus on the positive aspects of your life, it can counterbalance the impact of stressors and make them feel less overwhelming. Counting your blessings can lead to improved physical health and help you cope with challenges. Good for your body. So, let's practice gratitude and write some marshmallow blessings. On the seat back in front of you, you will find a heart-shaped marshmallow Post-it note. And in each of the pews, there are some colored pencils, or if you just, or if you have a pen yourself. I invite you to jot down one or two things that you are grateful for. And when you're ready, you can come up and put your marshmallow in the mugs of hot cocoa. And if you don't feel like coming up, I'm sure a neighbor will be happy to bring them up for you.
gratitude. Amid all the noise in our lives, we take this moment to sit in silence, to give thanks for another day, to give thanks for all those in our lives who have brought us warmth and love, and to all those gifts and joys gathered here. We will now share some of the ideas that you wrote. Yes. Some of them are our dog, my bed, whatever happened yesterday when I opened my eyes, today, this morning. These are all new opportunities.
Family, friends, the warmth of community. Time and patience to help my troubled grandson fight his sadness. My husband and 3 daughters, my 30-year career, my beautiful family, the friendship that I developed with my father over the last few years, grandchildren, safe, happy place to live.
Sunshine and my girlfriends, society, church heart, warm home in winter, and music.
My job, my pets,
The supportive UCH community. Grateful for my family and all my UU friends.
Great. That's a lot of gratitude. So maybe the best way to bring this all together is to recognize that all these things, sipping hot cocoa, being with a friend, sharing in community, having a purpose, counting your blessings, is just simply to recognize the spirit of love both in yourself and in others. And when we truly know love and receive it and give it freely, our hearts and minds and souls are healthier for it. Please join in body or in spirit, singing hymn number 108, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place. It's like snowflakes.
We gather each week to affirm our community, to affirm that together we are more than we would ever be alone, to affirm that we begin in love and embody belonging. We gather knowing that we will be seen, heard, and known, and offer that to all who would find companionship with us. And we gather with the intention to share that love and bring belonging to our world. We share our offering as a living out of our values and as the spiritual practice of stewardship. In this spirit, we share our plate with Heal Your Heart. We are so glad to have heard about this wonderful organization from Octavia Mitchell earlier in the service. All cash and checks received in today's Sunday service collection, unless indicated otherwise on your check, will be donated to Heal Your Heart. Please indicate on the memo line of your check, Heal Your Heart or Social Justice. We now gratefully receive your contribution. Thank you in advance for your generosity.
Now it's time for our 4th annual UCH ritual of warmth, love, and connectedness, our hot cocoa communion. A few of my little helpers will be passing out hot cocoa and tea if you prefer, but don't drink it yet. You have to hold it.
Let me remind you, we are on a very tight schedule. And I've never been late before, and I am certainly not going to be late tonight. Now, everybody, take your seats, please. Thank you. Your attention, please. Are there any Polar Express passengers in need of refreshment? I thought so.
Ooh, we got it! Hey, we got it! Yay, we got it! Oh, we got it! So we got it! No, we got it! Here we've only got one rule. Never, ever let it cool. Keep it cooking in the pot. Oh, we got it! Hey, we got it! Say, we got it! Oh, we got it! So we got it! No, we got it! Here we only got one rule! Here we only got one rule! Never, ever let it go! Never, let it go! In the cooking in the pot! Soon you got chocolate! Hot, hot! Hot, hot! Hot, hot! Hot, hot! Hot, hot!
I know.
are on a very tight schedule. And I've never been late before, and I am certainly not going to be late tonight. Now, everybody, take your seats, please. Thank you. Your attention, please. Are there any Polar Express passengers in need of refreshment? I thought so.
Ooh, we got it! Hey, we got it! Say, we got it! Oh, we got it! So, we got it! No, we got it! Here we've only got one rule. Never, ever let it cool. Keep it cooking in the pot. Oh, we got it! Hey, we got it! Say, we got it! Oh, we got it! So, we got it! No, we got it! Here we only got one rule!
Here we only got one rule.
Never, ever let it go!
Never let it go. Keep it cooking in the pot.
Soon you got chocolate! Hot, hot! Hot, hot! Hot, hot! Hot, hot! Hot, hot!
All right, please join us. As you wrap your hands around your cup, remember the warm embrace of this church community.
As you take your first sip, feel calm and at peace.
Ooh, perfectly warm.
As you take a second sip, be grateful for the many things that bring you warmth and joy, and count your blessings.
As you take another sip, remember that you are not alone, because the spirit of love and this community is here to keep you warm.
Lastly, carefully raise your cups for cheers. We love you, and we are so glad you could be with us here today. Cheers.
Cheers. When I was planning the service, I wrote Jamie an email, and I was like, hey, do you know the hot, hot, hot chocolate song from Polar Express? And I'm like, could you? Yeah, so I was like, could you play it for us? And he was like, oh yeah, I used to play that all the time at weddings. And I was like, what kind of service do you think I'm planning here?
A good one.
That's still true, though.
Yeah. Thank you for being here today and participating with us. May the love you felt here today be with you through all the days of the year and give you strength and courage and faith. May the peace you found here today be ever in you to bring you comfort and hope. May the light of this chalice continue to shine in your hearts to bring you happiness and laughter. Take this light from our chalice and the joy from today's service out with you into the world.